whisky review for you. Yippee. And this review is of a Welsh whisky, double yippee, and it is Penderyn Celt. Now Penderyn have several expressions out, and I've tried most of them, but this expression is the Penderyn Celt. It's a single malt from Penderyn, which is a distillery that is close to my heart and also close to my home. I regularly drive past the Penderyn distillery, and I visited it several times. And of course the water used in this whisky comes from the Brecon Beacons, which is a mountain range that I walk quite regularly, so how can I not love this stuff? But this is the Celt. Now Penderyn, as I say, have several ranges out there. Now I'm not much of a single malt drinker because I don't believe a lot of the hyperbole built around single malts, and I often think that the way that distilleries and the marketplace and YouTube, especially with the whiskey reviews, sell single malt, they sell in a myth. I'm one of those that believe that a blended whiskey can be just as good, but I do like a single malt from time to time. But the reason I picked this up today was because it was a very good offer in Tesco's with the club card price. I think the usual price of this bottle is about £37, but because of club card price I had it for £24, so that's a bargain for something like Penderyn Celt. Now it's non-chill filtered, which means that the colour, this is all a natural colour, and it can go a bit hazy when it's cold, and as I usually drink my whiskey over ice, this can sometimes go hazy over ice. But for the initial tasting of this whiskey, I'm going to take this totally straight without any ice, totally neat. So let me just fiddle with this bottle and get it open. Celt is part of the Penderyn Dragon range of single malts. In the Dragon range, the dragon of course being the national emblem of Wales, South Wales, where I'm from. The Dragon series contains the Penderyn Celt, the Penderyn Legend, and the Penderyn Myth. Now the Celt is the smoky iteration of the Dragon range, and as I do enjoy smoky whiskies, this is lightly smoked because it's been aged in peated barrels actually that had been used to store peated whiskies. So this is not peated as such in itself, but it's been aged in barrels that had once contained a peated whiskey, so you get some of that pace. A lovely sound when you the Penderyn Celt, originally when this was launched it was with a red label, but this is a green label. It's got a gold dragon on there. The dragon, as I said, is the national emblem of Wales. And for this review I'm using a Glencairn shaped glass, and it's Penderyn blended, so what could be better? Now if you go on YouTube and you watch a lot of these video reviews and you see people sipping the whiskies and they picking crazy flavours out of thin air, I can't do that. In fact, I don't know if they can. I've seen some people and they sort of take a sip of their whiskey and they go, roasted almonds, strawberries, citrus, two virgins running through a field of barley, one of whom has got a verruca on her left foot. I mean, that's a load of bullshit. But what I do get with a good whiskey is an enjoyable whiskey-like taste. I do get the sometimes the oaty qualities. I do get the citrus quality. So let's take the Penderyn to the nose. Now on the nose, I'm not getting smoke, though I am getting that citrusy, like orange freshness. As I say, it's non-chill filtered. There's no colourants added. It's just a very light pale whiskey. What I would describe as a pear colour. And more power to it for that. Let's take a sip there. By the way, I do like this Penderyn Glencairn shaped glass with the Penderyn emblem there, which is like a sliver of Welsh gold. Yeah, definitely citrus, a freshness. Let's take it to the palate. Oats, some orange, sweetness towards the aftertaste. I'm not getting any smoke at all. Perhaps that's just me, because I do drink a lot of peated whiskies. I like smoky quality to a whiskey, so the smoke in this is very mild, so it's not really registering with me, this. There's a sweetness, citrusy sweetness. The finish is pretty good. I do a lot of stuff on BookTube, as well as doing my whiskey reviews. Of course, I'll be doing a couple of book videos soon about my forthcoming book, A Dark History of Whiskey. You see the cover sort of buzzing around here somewhere. That's going to be published in 2025, at the end of February, tell a lie. February the 28th, 2025 is when A Dark History of Whiskey will be published, and I write a fair bit about the Penderyn distillery in that book. I do hope many of you try the book, A Dark History of Whiskey, because I genuinely believe that it's a different type of whiskey book than anything else on the market. And there are a lot of whiskey books out there on the market, so it's nice to have something that is quite unique. As I say, the aromas of peat smoke, I'm not really getting that. I don't think this is a peated whiskey. I purchased this today because I specifically wanted to review this whiskey, because I've done the Penderyn Legend, I haven't done the Celt so far. But if I purchased this because I'd read the label and it said peaty, I think I'd be a little disappointed, because it's not got that much peat to me. It is citrus, and I think warmy, marmalade-y flavours. There's something of maybe a bitter quality to the finish, but the bitter freshness maybe. I was talking about BookTube, wasn't I? Yeah, and one of the channels that I watch a lot on BookTube is hosted by a chap called Michael K. Vaughan, and is mummified mummy. His name is Roger. It's a great channel, and this month he's doing, he does a lot of themed sort of months, in which a lot of other booktubers will join in. June on the Range is one, which seems purposely made for me, as I am a Western author, of course. So June on the Range is a month when anyone involved reads Western books and leaves videos on BookTube, so you can check that out. But this month is Cimmerian September, in which people are being encouraged to read Conan books by Robert E. Howard and other authors. And I'm going to take part in this, so I've dug out this book here, The Complete Chronicles of Conan, which I had as a Christmas present back in 2008, I think. Yeah, to Gary, Merry Christmas 2008. And this contains the complete Robert E. Howard Conan stories, so I've read the majority of these in the past, but I'm going to be rereading a few of these to do a couple of BookTube reviews this month for Cimmerian September. This is an handsome volume. It's illustrated throughout. So, if you're interested in reading as well as whiskey, and I don't see why you shouldn't be, then check out some of the videos on my channel. And while you're watching this video, please give me a like, leave a comment below, talk a bit about Penderyn whiskey or anything else you want to talk about, and click subscribe. And also, you see that bell down there? If you click that bell, you'll get notified every time I bring out a video. So let's take more of the Penderyn. As I say, to the colour of it, it's a very pale, pear-like colour, golden almost, in the Penderyn glass with its slash of Welsh gold across there. It looks rather effective. If I hold it up to the light of the lamp, it's just a very pale coloured whisky, but of course it's got no added colourings and it's non-chill filtered, which is, you know, more power to them, because this in the glass is a pure whisky drinking experience. It's a very good whisky. Very warming as it goes down. I still don't detect any peat, but as I say, that may be me, because peated whisky is my peated whisky expressions are my favourite expressions. I drink a lot of them, so I don't see any peat. For instance, I've been drinking lately a cheap whisky from Lidl's, and that is the Ben Bracken Isla whisky, and that's a hell of a lot more peated than this. So in terms of peated, that is better than this, but I don't get any of the peat. It's sweet. I don't get any smoke myself. There's a bitterness at the end, but it leaves a freshness in the mouth that does linger. Now, it's won several awards over the year. Penderyn have done really well getting their whiskies out there. In fact, this Penderyn Celt year was in 2022. It took the Spirits Business World Whisky Masters. It received a gold medal. Also in 2022 in San Francisco, it got a double gold in the World Spirits Awards. There was 2021, I think it scored something like 96, 97 out of 100 at the World Spirits Awards. Something like that. 2020, of course, it won a Spirits Business World Whisky Masters Gold Award. 2018, it was given a gold medal by the Concours Mondial, and in 2018, which I think was the first time that it won an award, it was given the Spirit Business World Masters Whisky Award of a gold medal. So, you know, it's a fine whisky. Very good, in fact. And that oatiness now. Almost like a porridge. So anyway, that's Penderyn Celt single malt whiskey. Here's the box. Highly recommended. If you're looking for a affordable single malt, and you want to try a Welsh whiskey, and why shouldn't you? Because us Welsh these days make some fantastic whiskies, not only from Penderyn, but of course there's Demyle, there's the Aberfalls. So there are several Welsh whiskies out there now. Penderyn is probably the leader of the pack, and I do recommend this whiskey. So cheers, Solange, and don't forget, if you enjoy reading, and there's nothing better of an evening than settling down with a dram and a good book, then check out my booktube videos. Please like, comment and subscribe on this video. But as for now, that's it. So cheers.